Hey everybody, I'm Hunter Allen with Peaks Coaching Group. Thanks for watching. You know, we've got some amazing camps that we do all over the world. Check us out on our peakscoachinggroup.com website. We're going all over the place. We've got incredible ones right here in the world headquarters in Virginia. We go up and down the Blue Ridge Mountains. They're beautiful. We've got gravel camps. We've got all kinds of amazing things. We're going to go to Iceland, Italy. We're going to be here in the US. Come check us out at some of our camps. Today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about what is the cause of my fatigue. You know, this is an email or a question I've gotten multiple times. What is causing my fatigue? Now, fatigue is, as exercise physiologists love to say, and I'm not one, they love to say is multifactorial, right? That's a big word for it. Like it's so many things that they really can't define what is the cause of your fatigue. So there's a lot of things that cause fatigue. But for you, the cyclist, thinking about it when we go riding, let's just kind of boil it down to a few simple things that you could possibly control, okay? So let's think about that. You're riding along, you've been doing this ride for let's say 3 or 4 hours. It's the middle of summer, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside. The first thing that comes to your mind, it could be the heat and it could be dehydration, okay? So there are a couple of things right away, right? Heat and dehydration, okay? So those things are definitely things that cause fatigue. There's no doubt about that, okay? You know, you felt it. Heat, you can't do too much about that. I mean, you could dump cold water on you if you had a team car beside you and dumping hundreds of bottles of cold water on you, you could do something about that. Dehydration, you certainly can do something about that. That's an important one to do. You need to drink enough. Just recently, I was talking with one of my clients. He lives in a desert environment, and this is right now, this video, I'm shooting the video during our coronavirus pandemic, and he's in this desert environment, and the country he lives in is so locked down that the convenience stores are closed and he can't get water anywhere. So he told me on my call the other day, he's riding 3.5 hours, and that's as long as he can ride because he can't carry enough water. He can't get more water. There's no place to get water after that. So he's only limiting his rides to 3.5 hours, and his last 30 minutes is out of water every single ride. So dehydration can be a real factor, all right? But we can do something about that if you have a chance to get more water, of course. Now, the other piece of this puzzle could be, right, nutrition. Am I fueled enough? You know, is your blood sugar low? Did you eat enough? That could be one that's sometimes a little more obvious than these other two. Well, maybe it's just as obvious, but it's something that maybe we don't think about because when you get low on blood sugar, you can't think. And so that's the first thing you need to do is hit a gel, you know, or something like that. You know, get some sports drink in you like you can. I mean, those are great things to just start doing. You know, that way you've got all this in you and you can just deal with it really fast. Because if it is that's going to change really quickly. Now, related to kind of dehydration and nutrition is another one that I like to call electrolytes. Okay, electrolytes are important and they can cause definite issues with the way that you relax your muscles and contract your muscles. You got to have electrolytes. If you sweat a lot and you're hot and you're dehydrated and you lose electrolytes, it's going to be a problem. Okay, so make sure you're getting electrolytes in. The last one that we'll talk about, and again, I'm really simplifying this, okay? All you exercise physiologists out there, don't send me any nasty grams on this because I know it's multifactorial, all right, is just plain out muscular fatigue, okay? Muscular fatigue, okay? So we've got muscular fatigue. Are your muscles just tired, right? And there's a ton of reasons why that happens. But are the muscles just can't contract any longer with force that they need to do? All right. I don't care, you know, how much hydration and how many electrolytes you put in. if you send my grandmother out who's 89 years old and she hasn't been training and you make her do a 60-mile ride, she's going to get muscle cramps and she's going to have muscular fatigue. She's not trained, right? It's just unfit, right? She's just not fit. So these are factors that, you know, we can control with her, right? I can control, make sure she goes in a cool environment, she stays hydrated, she stays fed, she's got electrolytes, but she's just not fit, right? Then we've got that piece of it. There is cardiovascular fatigue as well. So cardiovascular fatigue, and I'll stop there. And this one is also a big part of this, and that could come too from some of these other factors could, you know, influence that cardiovascular fatigue, and just training, right? These are the things they're training. So what's the cause of your fatigue? If you know that it's not these two things, it most likely is these other things. If you know it's not heat, then it really comes down to these three things that you should be asking yourself. Am I dehydrated? Do I have enough fuel? Should I have more electrolytes? If you can answer those questions correctly, then you're probably on your way to recovering a little bit faster. I'm Hunter Allen. Thanks for watching. Check us out on Instagram. I've got some amazing, cool, fun things on Instagram, Peaks Coaching Group, and same thing on Facebook. Talk to you soon.